There is an intriguing description in the Bhagavata Purana, an ancient Hindu text which forces us to question the history of the whole human race. Ancient India was a place of intrigue and mystery. Researchers have been trying to solve its puzzles for decades. Yet, it has baffled them with mysteries that boggles the human mind. Do you know about the phenomenon of time dilation? Well, if you've seen sci-fi movies like Interstellar, then I'm sure you have some idea about it. However, if you are new to this concept, don't worry. I will make everything clear in this video. But I'm sure you will be shocked to know that this modern scientific concept was first described in a thousands of years old text about a king and his interstellar travels. The Bhagavata Purana describes a king named Muchukunda. He was the righteous ruler of Earth at that time and was very powerful in terms of his knowledge and military capabilities. The text describes that it was the Tretaya Yuga, or the second era in Hindu cosmology. In Hindu cosmology, time has been defined as cyclical in nature, consisting of 4 yugas in each cycle. The ancient Hindu texts describe that the Tretaya Yuga was a time when many humanoid species lived on our planet. We were not the only intelligent creatures here, but there were other races of beings who possessed great technology and were competing for the reign over this planet. Among those species, the Asuras were the fiercest. Their origin is unknown, but it is recorded that they had built their cities and colonies beneath the surface of the earth. King Muchukunda's army had fought many wars with the Asuras, and he was able to defend his throne by virtue of his deep knowledge about their tactical weaknesses, among other things. The main rival of the Asuras were the Devas. The ancient texts describe them as celestial beings who used to come from the heaven or the sky. Their abode was Devaloka or Swagaloka, and they had helped the previous generation of human kings in defeating the Asuras and thus protecting the earth. But as every strong civilization becomes weak at some point, the Devas' civilization was facing the same fate due to their increased hedonistic way of living. The advanced knowledge about the Asuras, once they had acquired through generations of wars and reconnaissance, was now gone. The Asuras knew that it was the right time to attack their greatest rivals and take their planet from them. So, a fierce war broke out between the two races, and the Asuras were gaining the upper hand in every front. The Asuras had been preparing for this war for generations, learning from their mistakes and defeats. The Devas found it very hard to counter the Asura forces because their knowledge was outdated and ineffective. So, they decided to seek help from their allies, the humans of Earth who had great experience in checking and countering the Asuras' attacks. The Devas went and asked for help from Muchukunda in revealing the Asuras' tactical weaknesses and helped them defeat. They took him to their planet, Swagaloka, where the war was going on full scale. Muchukunda was obliged to help them because of the Devas' support for humans against Asuras in the past. The war went on for a year, and finally the Devas came out victorious. They were pleased by Muchukunda's contribution in the war and wished to thank him by giving anything he desired. But instead of asking something fancy, Muchukunda simply wanted to go home to his family on Earth. But here, what the Devas revealed shocked him to his core. They told him that by this time, his family and kingdom are completely gone from the Earth. Time runs differently in the Swagaloka from Earth. Although only a year has passed on Swagaloka, millennia has gone on planet Earth. In fact, the Earth was now in the 3rd era, the Dwapara Yuga. This was a shocking revelation to Muchukunda. He was shattered by losing his family this way. Now, all he wanted from the Devas was the boon of uninterrupted sleep till his death. This was the story of a king who had helped the Devas defeat the Asura, unaware that it would change everything for him. So, what really happened? Now, the really intriguing part in this story is the revelation that time runs with different speed on Earth and the Swagaloka. In modern scientific terms, This is called time dilation. The theory of general relativity proposed by Albert Einstein states that time is wrapped or influenced by gravity or a heavy astronomical object. Suppose there are two planets light years apart. One is Earth, and the other is located near a heavy astronomical object like a black hole. Then, according to this law, time will run much slowly on the planet located near the black hole compared to Earth. Each hour on that planet would be equal to about decades on Earth. This is really a mind-boggling discovery, but it is an accepted scientific fact of our times. But how did the ancient Indians know about this phenomena thousands of years ago unless they have written what had really happened? This is not the only story where they talk about interstellar space travels and its consequences. There are many others. It shows us that the ancient world was a far more different place than what mainstream researchers want us to believe. The descriptions about these extraterrestrial creatures who were at war with each other could be found in the texts of other ancient cultures as well. This begs the question, were they really here? What was their role in shaping the human culture in those times? The rabbit hole goes deeper than what you think. The researchers are slowly realizing that the ancient texts of Hinduism contain some of the best records about these extraterrestrial beings and their influence on Earth. And it is our mission to enlighten the world about these lost knowledge as far as we can. Hopefully someday the whole world will know about their true origins through the knowledge given to us in the ancient Hindu scriptures.